Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 1st to the 10th, 2019, that's 2019 reading for you today. Now I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank you so very much. Whether you're new or old to this channel, for tuning in and stopping by, it's an absolute pleasure having you here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information will be in the description box below. It will also have a link to all the cards that I use there. So let's see now, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what September 1st to the 10th, 2019 has in store for you. And I can't believe it's September. September 1st to the 10th, 2019, Aries. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, okay, goodness. So that's where everything fell. So that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything is the Nine of Cups. Oh, I love it. The Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the King of Cups, your root, the Ace of Wands, a gift just for you, Six of Pentacles. I love the repeat of the number 6 here. The Hermit, repeat of the number 9. You're coming close to a completion of a cycle, Aries, which is really quite enjoyable. I mean, seriously, you're going to be celebrating that. You have the Two of Pentacles, yeah, the 10 of Swords. This is a completion of a cycle. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let's see your fairy guidance, and then we'll delve into this because this is really quite beautiful. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aries, September 1st to the 10th, 2019. Aries, September 1st to the 10th, 2019. Oh, goodness. This one right here. Magic. September 1st to the 10th, 2019. Aries, show me clearly. This one right here. Expression. Then your Witchling cards. September 1st to the 10th, 2019, Aries. September 1st to the 10th, 2019, Aries. September 1st to the 10th, 2019, Aries. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Courage, that's my favorite card. And transformation. Having the courage to transform, that's going to be huge for you guys. All right, so we're starting here with courage. And this says, courage is the strength to stand when it is easier to fall down. And you're going to find that that plays a huge part in September, in the first 10 days of September. You are going to want to stop. You're just going to want to stop. Love, you've been disappointed in love. You've been disappointed in life. I'm talking about love here, but I mean, this is a general reading. It's not a love reading. So it is just, you get so far, and then you get kicked in the face. And there's a part of you here, Aries, that's just like, why? Why even try? The point of trying, the point of moving forward, is that something spectacular is coming. And you are stronger because of the disappointments. You are stronger because of the aggravations that you have been through. And I know it might not seem like that now, but your greatest courage is to get up, to stand, and to keep on going, when it would be easier to fall down, when it would be easier to just say, you know what, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm done with the rat race. I'm done with everything. You know, I just want to go and live in a hole. I'm just done. You're going to see a transformation come, and you're going to see yourself moving forward. Now, the color that shines through here is indigo. It's healing and cleansing your third eye chakra. All right? That's going to be very important. It can also be very overwhelming because once you heal that chakra, you're going to find that insights, understandings start coming to you that you might not have asked for. Right? So just be prepared for that for some of you. Then we have transformation. Self-transformation is the evolving process of life that brings higher consciousness. You are evolving, and you are evolving into what it is that you want to be. Now, that can be painful. It very well can be because, you know, you're going through this growth. And as you're going through this growth, you will find times where you feel frustrated, aggravated, overwhelmed. And the color that shines through here is purple. That's healing and cleansing the crown chakra, healing and cleansing your mind, your thoughts. I was reading Eckhart Tolle, and he said that people say we are our thoughts. And I always believe that, very much so. We are our thoughts. But he said we're not our thoughts. We are our emotions. We are our feelings. We are that divine energy within us, okay, that connection with our emotions. He said because if you find that when you're in a really bad mood, your thoughts start to go really negative, really dark, okay? And, well, I don't mean dark because you need the dark to have the light, but I mean it's like the moon. So just really negative, really angry. And then when you have positive emotions, when you have positive feelings, especially love and joy and everything like that, your thoughts are positive and you tend to gravitate towards the uplifting things. So here, as you transform, also transform your emotions and pay close attention to the feelings that you are having, because a lot of them are going to be very intense during these 10 days. And as you are embracing this intensity of self, you're going to find that you embrace your inner magic, right? That's the divinity that lives within you. This says magic has a way of touching the heart and drawing power from the soul. You are going to find that there just seems to be a spark to things. Once you get it, you get it. Once you have this beauty come into your life, once you are expressing yourself, you're going to find that you are embracing a joy that you thought lost to you. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing here. We have expression. Expression unleashes and empowers your inner creative energy to flow forth. Express yourself. Be who it is that you are. Right? And I know that that sounds silly, but being able to just be happy and laugh and sing in the privacy of your own home. You don't have to do it down the street. Do so. Do things that bring you joy. Express your inner child. Express your inner joy, because that's what you're connecting with here, Aries. You are connecting with your joy. You are connecting with yourself. You're connecting with your life. Again, in a way that brings it a spark, that brings it happiness. We have the 9 of Cups. Now you have a repeat of the number 9. That's coming to a conclusion of a cycle. It really is. And then we have the 10 of Swords. This is the end of a cycle, but this is the darkness before the dawn. This is a feeling of, oh my gosh, this is at your heart, right here. At your heart is a duality. One road is happiness, joy, prosperity, love, just, oh my gosh. And then the other road, oh my gosh. You know, it is upset, it's overthinking, it's overanalyzing, it's feeling as if your emotions are eating you. It is questioning everything that you're doing, every way that you're going. These have to come into harmony with each other. This is the darkness before the dawn. This is what tries to steal this, what tries to steal the 9 of Cups, because the 10 of Swords is saying to you, you know, you can't be happy. And I always say with the 9 of Cups, beware the gifts of Aphrodite, because we have Aphrodite's gifts right here, right? And so you've been burnt before. When you have a job that you love, something winds up going wrong. When you have a person that you love, there's something winds up going wrong. When you have, you know, something that brings you so much joy, something winds up going wrong. So you've been pre-programmed from living life, from just being human, to expect something else to go wrong. And this is saying stop. You have the gifts of Aphrodite. What does that mean? That means that everything has a cost. Cause and effect, right? And why I say beware the gifts of Aphrodite is because Aphrodite started the Trojan War. She gave Paris, the most beautiful woman in the world, in order to win a beauty contest, right? And what happened is that most beautiful woman in the world was already married to somebody else. So him taking a bribe, him letting his own desires trump what he should have done nobly and justly, right, led to a huge war, led to the Trojan War. That's why it says, beware the gifts of Aphrodite. Because you will get what you love, but everything that you love has a cost. And everything that you desire has a cost. And you can be looking at that cost right now and saying, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to move forward? How am I going to have that career that actually brings me joy? And I'm not sitting there like an automaton, like a drone, like a robot. You're questioning, you're searching. It feels almost insurmountable. It feels like at times you just can't. It's just going to be like, I just can't do this anymore. Here's the thing. You're getting a gift at your roots from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift of prosperity, is handing you a gift of abundance, is handing you a gift of new beginning and passion. And why I say this is prosperity and abundance, because for you, Aries, it is. This is your sign. In the zodiac, well, not in the zodiac, in the tarot, you are represented by the wands in the minor arcana and by the emperor in the major arcana. This is you. This is a sign of, yes, you can. This is a sign of power. This is a sign of ferocity. This is a sign of energy. And then here we have the Knight of Swords. This is a water sign energy. No, this is a water sign energy. This is an air sign energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What I'm seeing here is this water sign, air sign energy is moving you forward. At your root, you know your mind, even though you're questioning yourself up and down the Mississippi. I mean, you have so many questions, you don't even know where to start. You're going to sit there, you're going to have fantastic ideas. You really are. See new beginnings, see new prosperities coming your way, and then you're going to talk yourself out of it because you can't possibly have what you love. Stop. When you get into this place of worry, when you get to this place of doubt and fear and apprehension, Mel Robbins has a technique. It's called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, because it's literally counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you do it. You will be scared out of your gore. That's okay. You can sit there and have a million reasons not to. But this is saying here, do not let yourself be caged, because you're not. There's an opening right here. You can get out. You can go towards what it is that you love and what it is that you want. You can have the 9 of Cups. You can have the sweetness. You can have the joy. And take this blessing. Take this blessing of power and new beginnings. You have to know your mind. Now think about things first, because there is going to be a part of you, Aries, that just wants to act. Just wants to go for it. Step back and think it through just a little bit. You might find that you go with your first decision anyway. That's totally cool. But what happens is, by thinking about it, you don't just run off kind of half-cocked. And you know the saying half-cocked comes from. It comes from like the time of the American Civil War, all right? And you would have to pull back the cock of the musket. And if you didn't pull it back all the way because you were, being shot at, and it was very intense and adrenaline was running, if you didn't pull back the cock all the way, the gun could explode in your face. And that's what you don't want. So if you don't look at things, if you don't kind of do all the steps and look at everything, you can have the gun explode in your face. And that would be something that you just don't desire. You're going to find help here from a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now you're also going to find that these people can also be triggering your anxiety, because they're going to be pushing you towards what it is that you want. Now, it can also be your heart and your mind is pushing you towards what it is that you want. You have 1,010,000 different reasons to stay still. This is not the time. This is not the time for still. This is the time for slowly and steadily moving forward in your prosperity, in your abundance, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Finding your balance. You have a strong Virgo presence here with the Hermit. Finding your balance. You feel out of balance, but you feel out of balance here with just being on one leg and being on a wet, slippery dock. But you have endless prosperity that guides you, endless prosperity that moves you forward. With the foxtail, you do have trickery around you. But this is also saying use your cunning, use your mind, use your thoughts. And know that fox also mate for life. So there is a sense here of being dedicated to something that brings you prosperity. It can be your career, it can be a hobby, it can be something that you absolutely adore. Well, it is something that you absolutely adore. And it's slowly and steadily moving towards that prosperity. Even if what you adore isn't your job, but it's the paycheck that you get, focus on that. Because what I'm seeing is the joy returning. Because what I'm seeing is the consciousness shifting, the mind shifting towards where it is that you want to be. And you have had enough of staying small. You have had enough of being quiet. You have had enough of feeling as if you can't move forward and as if you won't move forward. This is a time to stop. This is a time to embrace where it is that you want to be and who it is that you are. Because here, you have emotions raging. If, with these two, if you calm your emotions, if you center yourself, I know I'm jumping, with the King of Cups, with the sense of, I know my worth, I know my place, I know what I desire, and nothing and no one is going to stop me. If you embrace this prosperity, you're going to find that the waters calm. That's why I say the water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, is going to be your best friend and your worst enemy. Because there's going to be a time, and it can be two different people most definitely, but there's going to be a time where your emotions are taking over, where fear, doubt, apprehension takes over, and it wants to stop you. Can it stop you? Yes, of course it can. Your emotions can paralyze you for years upon years, decades upon decades. You can sit there with the mantra inside your head, I'm just not good enough. You can. But what I see you doing is holding this Holy Grail within your hands. The cup that was used at the Last Supper of Christ. Now, it does not matter if you're a Christian or not, if you believe in Christ or you don't, if it's a mythology or a religion, it doesn't matter at all. What matters is that this is a symbol of love, of sacrifice, of compassion beyond comprehension. And what I have here, with compassion beyond comprehension, we have the number 6. In numerology, that is a number of love. That's the nurturing number. You will find that people who are born on the 6th path, they're astoundingly nurturing people. All right? If they don't have children, they talk about their pets like nobody's business. Here I have celebration, but here I have an imbalance of the scales. So what needs to happen is you have to stop being pulled in 15 million different directions. You want to be at all Aries. You can be a lot of it. You really can. You can really achieve your goals and go after what it is that you want and achieve great things. But you have to stay focused. Right here, it's not being focused. It's everything kind of being out of whack. And it has to do with money. It has to do with how you feel successful. And it can feel as if you've given so much of your time, so much of your energy to one part of your life, but not the other. Now it's time to start listening to your heart and moving forward in celebration. With the 6 of Wands, it's a celebration card. It's a celebration. It's a card of, moving forward. It's a card of even looking at your failures, because here you have things being out of balance in this triangle right here. You have things being out of balance, but you have eternal prosperity and just being completely overwhelmed, thinking, oh my gosh, it's never going to end. But you have the 6 of Wands, which says celebrate. Celebrate your little successes. Because so many of us, and it's a human thing, we look at where we are and we look at all our failures, all our disappointments, everything that went wrong, there we go, in our lives. And we say, that makes me who I am. We do not look at the celebrations. We do not look at the kindness, the understanding, the beauty that we have within our lives, within ourselves. We focus on the worry. 10 of Swords is caging you within worry. That's why I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at the time you have. If it's with a person, if it's where you are at work, look at that time, because there's a shift that's coming. All right? And I'm not saying you're going to lose anybody, but I am saying here that there's a shift that's coming that's going to change things for you, and it's going to take you from feeling overwhelmed. And it's going to move you to feeling satisfied, to feeling joyous. I see that within these 10 days, it's a joyous time. And even if these 10 days are kind of like pulling teeth, what happens is there is a beauty at the end that has you looking inside yourself and saying, oh my gosh, I wasn't caged at all. You weren't caged at all. This is your mind playing tricks on you. This is anxiety starting up again. This is those thoughts, those fears that were spoken over you when you were little, coming up into your mind. Right? It doesn't have to be when you were little. It could be that you were in a bad relationship or, a bad workplace environment. Somebody you were in a relationship with, whether it be a personal relationship or a friendship or a work relationship, they didn't treat you well. And their voice comes into your head. Why? Because we hold on to the negative more than we hold on to the positive. The positive, it's expected. That's what I'm seeing here. It's expected. It's expected that you did a good job. It's expected that you got things done. But when you fail, when you don't do things right, oh my gosh, it goes into the cage around yourself to make you feel as if you will never move forward. It has to stop. Looking at yourself with love, looking at yourself with healing, that's going to be what sets you free. New beginnings are coming. Those new beginnings come when you say enough is enough. The scales have to be balanced. I'm done trying to be everything to everyone. You can't do it. Aries, if that's the way you're going to live, I just have to do everything perfectly and be everything to everyone. I'm going to tell you from personal experience, you will fail. And you will sit down at the end of the day and you will think, wow, Why couldn't I just be, what, Wonder Woman? Superman? Because those are characters that people idolize because they're unobtainable. And because they're the way that we would like to be, not how we actually are. Balance the scales within yourself. Liberate yourself from everybody else's expectations, because if you let them, they will bury you with their expectations of you, with their wants, with their desires, with the pulling this way and that. Balance your scales, because here, with the Hermit, you're turning inward. You're looking at what you desire. This is a Virgo energy, so a time frame August 23rd to September 22nd, so right within this reading. You are having a time of looking inward, of finding your joy again, of embracing your prosperity, of looking at what you desire. Here with the Serpent, you are shedding a skin. You are shedding an old self and embracing a new. You are embracing your inner magic, that connection with divinity that moves you forward. Your passion is lighting your way and guiding your feet. You're setting yourself free. I always see the purple robes of the magician, in this card. Because here, the Hermit is wearing purple robes. The Magician, card number 1, wearing purple robes. They're beautiful. They're embroidered. They just look so exquisite. Here, they're tattered. They're worn. They look like rags. What's the difference? The first card is number 1. It's a beginning of a journey. It's understanding the I. The Hermit, you've lived. You're on card number 9 now. And now it's time to look inward. Because you've used your strength. You've used your courage. And you've had your teeth handed to you at times. So now it's time to get back to that place that you deserve to be. That place of joy, that place of happiness. It does not have to mean that you are a billionaire. It does not have to mean that everybody in the world knows your name and just idolizes you beyond compare. What it means is that you walk your truth. If you are the best chocolate chip cookie maker in your neighborhood, embrace that. In your town, embrace that. There is something that you are profoundly talented at. You are finding that joy again. Go back to when you were little. Go back to that time when you did not care about being able to pay the bills. You didn't even know about them, right? You did not care about all the responsibilities. You didn't have people demanding things of you. And see what gave you joy. If it was coloring, get a coloring book. It might sound ridiculous, but for 5 minutes a day, color. Let your mind go. If it was watching your grandma sew, pick up a needle and thread and start. If it was playing ball, go outside. Go to the batting range. Go, just do something that brings you joy, because that joy is coming back into your life. But it will not come back if you stay caged. Love comes. It's blessing you. It's warming you. It's like honey melting on your tongue. And the thing is, when you are embracing joy and you're embracing your truth, you do not have to worry about the gifts of Aphrodite, because they come through absolute willingness to give. And that's going to be what sustains you these 10 days, is the warmth and the joy of you living your best life, and of you moving forward in your truth. Your subconscious message? It's you. You're embracing the true essence of yourself. And that's what these 10 days are all about. Reclaiming your joy, reclaiming your truth, moving forward in your power. I always look at the Emperor card as being like Solomon, like David, Brand the Blessed even, because he's right here being talked about. It is being powerful beyond compare and profoundly flawed. That's what I think of when I think of David, when I think of Solomon in the Old Testament, in the Bible. Being profoundly flawed, yes. But also being astoundingly yourself. Being absolutely connected with the divine. Do not let past mistakes, past hurts, past pains define you, because they can. The universe will be more than happy to let you walk down the path of doubts and fears and shadows. More than happy to keep you from illumination. More than happy to let you embrace fear. Don't let it. There's a power within you that's innately yours, Aries. It's innately yours. A power and a strength to you that moves you forward in a way that you hadn't expected, in a way that you absolutely desire. Now, the flip side is that when you're in a bad place, Aries, everybody has a negative point. When you're in a bad place, you can become very dogmatic and a bit like Nero, who played his fiddle as Rome burned. It's kind of like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's just it. Don't do that to yourself, because you're going to look back at it later and be like, oh man, I wish I would have done X, Y, and Z. I wish I would have, not. Embrace your truth. Let yourself move forward in your beauty. Say, yes, I am flawed, I am human. What is the saying? To err is to be human? Let yourself err. Let yourself make mistakes. Perfection is something that is chased because everybody's trying to buy you. Well, yes, a bit. And everybody's trying to sell you something. Let yourself be. And in that letting yourself be, let yourself be happy. This is a time frame of March 21st to April 19th, by the way. All right, Aries. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. It is always a pleasure reading for you. Bye.